Hi, I'm Colleen Martin, and currently I'm the Provincial President of the Catholic Women's League of Canada in Ontario. The Catholic Women's League of Canada is a national organization. It's recognized by the Canadian Conference of Catholic Bishops as a private Catholic organization since 1991, but we've been around for more than 100 years in Canada. The thing that makes us really unique is we meet with the government on legislative issues that we find are contrary to our beliefs and to supporting people in society. I grew up in Atikokan, in a small town in northwestern Ontario, and my mother was always a member of the Catholic Women's League. So I think I should have just joined it organically. But what happened is one day when I had young children, they were probably in maybe 7, 8, 9, and a woman came up to me in church after Mass one Sunday and asked me if I was a member. And I think if you live in Newfoundland, I was gobsmacked, if you know what that means. But I was kind of at a loss for words because I thought, what? No, I'm not a member, and why am I not a member? So I joined that day actually, and I've been a member ever since, and it's about 34 years. You know, it's very unfortunate that the majority of people who know the Catholic Women's League of Canada, they know us as the ladies who make the fancy sandwiches at the parish funerals. But the Catholic Women's League of Canada is much more than that because it's a national organization. So it connects us with like-minded women across the country on issues that affect us all from coast to coast. So I think if you really want to know what the League is about, go to our website at www.cwl.on.ca and have a look at some of the resolutions that we've worked on in the past and the issues that we have been addressing. It's you know, there's so many things that are not right in society that don't recognize the dignity of people, and we're out there fighting to make sure that there is dignity for all people. You know what, I love the Catholic Women's League of Canada for my sisters in the League. So, you know, we all share the same faith and we can do that within our parishes, but to know people across the country, and the connection is so strong. I could tell you stories about why people are so enthralled with the sisterhood of the League. I'll just share one of my own personal stories. So my brother-in-law was in hospital in Winnipeg, which is probably about 8-hour drive from Thunder Bay where I live. And he wasn't doing well. He'd had half a lung removed due to cancer, and he really wasn't recovering. And he said to me one day on the phone, if I could just get a real home-cooked meal, he says, I think I would feel better. So I told him, okay, tomorrow an angel will come to your hospital room with supper for you around 5 o'clock. And he laughed and he said, how would you do that? And I said, don't you worry, it'll happen. I sent an email out to 4 or 5 ladies that I know from the Catholic Women's League of Canada and said, do you know anyone who lives in Winnipeg who might do this? And within 10 minutes, I had a reply. And sure enough, it happened because of someone I knew through the League who called someone else in the League. And he called me the next day and he said, Colleen, I really didn't believe you. But there it was. A woman brought him a beautiful pierogi, ham, potatoes, vegetable, bun. He had a full meal, and he said it did make him feel much better, and he started to recover after that. So that's just a little story about women helping women across the country. So that's what I love most about the League. I would encourage every Catholic woman to join the Catholic Women's League of Canada, to be part of the sisterhood that I was describing earlier. You know, there's no other organization that I know of that does so much for the social fabric of the country, all across from, you know, east to west, north to south. They have a compassion for Indigenous people. They look out for refugees. So I think every woman should just be engaged. They should be worried and compassionate about the country, about what we leave for our future children and grandchildren. So I think they should join and be part of that great work that we're doing.